This is John Mehaffey with Vegas Advantage, and we're on our home craps table here. We have a little party table, has a few little oddities to it. You know, somebody either couldn't count or they wanted the designs to match. Normally the 5 would be here and the 6 would be here, and there's a couple other things I'll show you as you go along. But I'm here to talk about the types of bets you can make on a craps table and what they pay. The most common bet on a craps table is the pass line. This is where you win on a 7 or an 11 on the first roll, or if it's a 2, 3, or 12, you lose. If it's a 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10, this will move and mark the number. So let's say you rolled an 8, this moves to the 8, 8 is your point. Now from the pass line, you want an 8 to win and a 7 you will lose on. Any other roll doesn't matter. If they throw a 4, 5, a 6, they hit them all over, they roll 11s and 2s, none of that matters to your pass line bet. It's only a 7 or an 8. Now, the don't pass is the opposite of that. Now, if you see, there's a don't pass bar 12. So on a 7 or 11, you're going to lose here, and on a 2 and 3, you will win. However, on a 12, that's what you might call the house roll. The 12, you're going to push from the don't, but the pass line is going to lose. So every 36 rolls, which is 2.78% of the time, the house will win one and push the other. So now that you have the point established, we can talk about the come and the don't come. These are the exact same bets as the pass line and don't pass, except for you already have a point established. If the point is not established, you cannot bet the don't come or the come. That's only when it's like a side bet on a new number. All right, so if you bet on the come and they throw a 4, the money would move to the 4, and if you're on the don't, you have a no 4. These people are betting against each other. The come better wants a 4 to come before a 7, and the don't come better wants a 7 to come before a 4. With all of these bets, you can place what's called true odds. The odds, say it's a $10 table and you're on the strip and it's 3, 4, 5 times odds. And you have $10 here, and in a 4 or 10, you could put $30 behind it and you'll win 60. On the 5 and 9, you can put 4 times the bet, $40 to win 60. And on the 6 and 8, you can go 5 times the $10 bet. That's $50 in odds to win 60. The pattern there is that on the strip, the max odds, you win 60 on whatever the number is. So that's where they came up with the 3, 4, 5 times. It's a maximum loss of 60 for the house on any roll, or 6 times the bet. So most of these other bets here are going to be one roll bets. The field, pretty self-explanatory. You see 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. If you roll one of those numbers, then you're going to win the field. If you roll a 5, 6, 7, or 8, you're going to lose. The double applies to the 2, and the triple on this table applies to the 12. If you roll a 2 and you bet $10, you're going to win $20 instead of only $10 on these other numbers in the middle. The 12, you would win $30 if it says triple. However, about half the Las Vegas casinos only pay you double on here. That doubles the house edge. It goes from 2.78% to 5.56% if that says double. So you might want to avoid placing this bet if it doesn't pay triple. All the MGMs pay triple, most of the Caesars don't. All the Boyds pay triple, none of the stations do. The independents are largely triple on 12. So in the middle of here we have any craps. That's 2, 3, or 12. No matter which one of those comes, it says 8 for 1. You're normally going to see 7, 2, 1 on a craps table. So if you bet $1 here, you'll win $7. If a 2, 3, or 12 comes, any other roll, you'll lose. These are called hot bets. So it has 2 and 12. They're just as likely to come. They're both 36 to 1 shots. And you're going to see 30 to 1. Our table says 34 to 1, but in Las Vegas, you're going to get 32 to 1 on that. So you bet $1 here and they throw snake eyes, you're going to win $30. If it's any other roll, you're going to lose. There'll be a line here. You're not betting both of these unless you put $1 on each of them. So it's either this or that. And then same with these. Some casinos will let you have hot bets that are exactly the same as these, except for they're one of these other numbers. We just don't have a place for it on the felt. It might be a hard 4, so you're going to bet 2 2s. That would also pay 30 to 1. It's just as likely to come as a 2 or a 12. The easy ways, like let's say you want to bet a 3 and a 5, which totals 8. If you roll that exact number, a 3 and a 5, then you're going to win 15 to 1. If you throw an 8 any other way or you throw any other number, that bet will lose. You have to call the exact way the roll comes to win these hot bets. Hard ways are not, any 7 here's next. It's going to pay you 4 to 1. It's the worst house edge on the table. And then if you throw a 7, you're going to get paid 4 to 1 on it. 7 comes every 6 rolls. So really, basically the house edge is 5 for 6. And so you want to make sure you avoid that. Also, some people get superstitious. If you start betting on the 7 in the middle of a roll, the pass line players aren't going to like that. And so the hard ways, these are a multi-roll bet. So you're going to put on a $10 table, they'll let you put $1 here, but if it's a $25 table, it has to be $5. Same with all these other inside bets. To win this, you have to throw that number exactly as it looks, so doubles as we would call it in another way. It's called the hard ways here. You have to throw a pair of threes for the 6. If you throw a 6 any other way or a 7, this bet loses. Hard 8's the same way. You got to throw it 2 4s. If it comes as a 5 and a 3, it's going to lose. If a 7 comes, it's going to lose. Same with a hard 4 and a hard 10. Now these are going to pay 9 to 1 on a Las Vegas craps table, which is the same as saying 10 for 1. Your dollar is going to win $9 if you throw it a hard 6 before an easy 1 or a 7, and you're going to get 7 to 1 on these numbers here. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about are place bets. That's where you see 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, or 10. Remember I said earlier, the 5 should be here and the 6 is here. Oh well. When you place a number, it's the same as buying a number theoretically. You want that number to come before 7 does. So if you throw a 4 up here and they throw a 1 and a 3, or they throw a pair of 2s, basically a hard 4, you're going to win the 4. If a 7 comes, you're going to lose. None of these other numbers matter. Even if it's a 2 or 3 or a 12 or an 11, none of that matters. It's a 4 or a 7 or a 5 and a 7 or a 6 and a 7. So on the 6 and 8, you'll win $7 for every 6 you bet. So on a $10 game, you'll need to bet $12 to win 14 on the 6 and 8. Dealer might tell you to come over here and go, if you want to just bet $10, bet it on here. Don't ever bet the big 6 and big 8. This has a huge house edge. It's only going to pay you even money. So if you're up here, you bet 12, you'll win 14. If you bet 10 here, you're only going to win 10. So stay away from those. They're just a sucker bet. They go back to the days when we had dollar craps tables and stuff where you get a cheap way to buy the 6 and 8, but there's no reason to bet them now that all craps is at least $5. On the 5 and 9, every 10 wins $14. So if you bet the 5 and the 5 comes, they're going to hand you $14 and you'll get to decide whether your money stays up there or not. The 4s and 10s work a little differently. On a 4 or 10, you can place them, and for every $10 you bet, you'll win $18 if you hit your number before 7 comes. However, most casinos, at $20 will give you a free buy. And what that means is, if you go 20 or 25 or 100, whatever it is, they will give you a better deal here. 20 is going to win $39 on a 4, and they'll even let you bet $25 to win $49. So they're only going to take $1 in house edge off your $20 and $25 bets here, but if you'd bet 10, they would take $2. So make sure if you're going to bet the 4 or 10, just go ahead and put $20 out there because it cuts the house edge down by about 2/3. You can also bet the opposite of this. You could say, I don't think they're going to throw a 4 or a 10 or 9 or whatever, any of these 6 numbers. In that case, that's called a lay. When you lay a number, you're saying no 4, no 5, no 6, no 8, no 9, no 10. You can bet them all. You can bet just one of them. However, you'll have to pay a 5% commission up front. The proper lay to win $100 on a 4 would be $200 because it's a 2-to-1 favorite that it's going to win. However, the house will make you pay them $5 for their commission for making the bet. So you have to lay $205 to win $100. They will take the $5, they'll put it in the chip tray, and it's theirs no matter what happens at the end. If you win it, if you lose it, they made $5 for taking the bet. And so same with all of these. You're going to lay $120 to win $100 on the 6 and 8, and you're going to have to pay the $5 commission too, so it's a total of $125, but $5 of that is dead. And on the 5 and 9, every $150 will win $100. There again, though, you have to put $5 in the juice for that. And so that's just an automatic house win for them, and that's what they get for taking the bets. So that covered all of the craps bets that are on this table. Of course, there's side bets, all tall, small, the fire bet. We just don't have them on the table, but those are also really big long shots. The house edge on those tend to be 10 to 20%, but they have a huge payout if you're there when it happens. Thank you for watching. This is John Mehaffey with Vegas Advantage, and make sure to follow us for more table game and video poker information.